Welcome back to Chronicle. At the core of the Summer Arts Festival is the number of artists who come to show and sell their wares. When it debuted, the festival had 185 artists from all over the country. Among this year's artists is Corine Bredenkamp. She's a South African native who not only creates art with pointillism, she also writes poetry and is now a published author. And Corine is here with us this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So before you show us your art, and we're going to see some of the art, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Okay, so as you said, I'm from South Africa. We moved here in 2015, a family of four. I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old. We were just looking for opportunities for them specifically, and the company my husband works for have offices all over the world. And so we picked Omaha without ever setting foot in the U.S.
Really? So
yeah.
you had a bunch of options, and what
Yes.
was it about Omaha that just...
So out of the four options in the U.S., Omaha just had the combo of cost of living was good, schools were good. It just seemed like everything would work out well.
Well, the Chamber of Commerce likes to hear what you're saying. So let's talk about your art a little bit.
Yeah.
What before we see it, what inspires your art? Where does this come from?
So I've always created. I've always been a creator. I have to be in a very playful mindset. It kind of like access my inner child. So if you see the examples, a lot of the work that I do is very whimsical. I love combining interesting, unrelated elements in surprising ways.
All right, so we're looking at this, and this one's called
yeah.
I Created a Mooster?
Yeah.
So, obviously, I created a monster.
Yeah, so this one is very popular among the festival goers, especially the kids. We just always call it a mooster, so it's the combination of moo and rooster.
So as we're looking at these, and here's another one.
Yeah.
Time Flies. So explain this one.
So
well, actually, we're going too fast through these things. So the Time Flies one, it actually had a clock.
Yeah, it had a clock. It's got a clock on the moth wings. It's got some geckos coming out. Okay,
there
they've gone back. Yeah. So yeah, it's just that one for me. What I want to say is that everybody who looks at the art have different interpretations of it, and that's one of the things I love. Is that every person who looks at it has a different cultural background. They were raised in different ways, so the connotation that they will have with the symbols will be different for each person who looks at it. And that's why I see the viewer as the final step in the art process. Okay. So I create it, I put it out there, and then the creator finishes it. I mean, the viewer finishes it.
The viewer finishes it?
Yeah.
So this is a zebra mingo.
Yeah.
Where do you get your ideas? I mean, who puts a zebra and a flamingo together?
Yeah, so when I do my brainstorming, or just kind of when I'm busy thinking about ideas, I usually have a symbol that just stands out in the moment where I'm busy doing it, and then I just start doing research about it, and then I just think of interesting things that I can combine with it. So it's not always intentional. Sometimes it's just random.
Okay.
Choices.
And something called pointillism. Tell me about pointillism.
So pointillism is very tedious, but also it's meditative in a way, because it's basically you create transitions by creating thousands of little dots. And depending on how close or how far you spread them out, they go darker, the more denser they are, and then you create lighter areas the further apart they are.
What was it about pointillism that spoke to you? Was it the meditative aspect of it that kind of you just like disengage, or did you just see it and say, hey, I want to try this?
I like making things difficult for myself. No, I like challenges, and I've just always been drawn to black and white, ink specifically. So all my art is black and white. I've done one special edition that I added some color to, but everything else is black and white. And yeah, I've just been always drawn to the clarity of ink.
I like the puns, by the way, drawn to your artwork.
Yeah.
And we have some more. King Kudu is one also that you've done. Tell me about King Kudu.
So it's kudu.
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 Okay.
Yeah, kudu. So that specific one is kind of a homage to South Africa. There's a lot of South African elements contained in there. The flower is a protea, so that's the national flower of South Africa. And then it's like a deer coming out of it. It's a very large deer in South Africa called a kudu. And then I combined it at the bottom. The South Africans will enjoy this. It's called a koeksister, which is like a It's like a fried donut. It's braided and fried, and it's super sweet. It's dipped in syrup, but it's amazing.
Sounds like it's really good for you, too.
Yeah, it's very, very healthy. And so the 5 little things at the bottom there are the Cook Sisters. So it was just maybe feeling a little homesick and created
Gotcha.
that. Yeah.
And I want to point out, too, we got just a couple minutes here. You also do poetry.
Yes.
And so you brought a poem.
Yeah.
Can you read one to us?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Yeah.
So maybe just to give some background,
Okay.
I started creating the poetry. I've always created poetry, but I've started combining them with my art last year
Okay.
and putting it on social media. And then I just decided this year I want to try and publish a book. So
All right.
I did that. So the
So
one I want to read to you, I don't know, I will send this if we want to put it up there, but it's called Deafening Dissonance.
Okay.
And a lot of my illustrations and poetry have to do with discovering the authentic self, the real you. I think a lot of us go through life kind of putting up pretenses in order to please people. So yeah, so I'll just start reading. Hidden in plain sight, a persona can be found. A curious creature with pensive intensity, singing melancholy songs that fly away in the night. Welcome to what it shows you. A watered-down self performing a palatable show, settling down the crowd with easy-to-swallow lies. The dissonance is deafening. The stage, the perfect scene of the crime. The shadow, no matter how loyal or loud, can never replace the truth of who you are.
Wow. Was that cathartic? I mean, did it kind of help you find yourself?
Absolutely. All the poems are very much inner processing that I go through. Yeah.
So, and we only have a couple seconds here left, but
Yeah.
if someone wanted to find your artwork, where do they find it?
So I am online. The quickest would be Corien.art or CorienBredenkamp.com.
Okay, so Karien.
Yes, .art. That's
Okay.
the quickest to get there.
Nice. Well, Corien, I appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Love your work. I don't know
you.
how you do it without getting a headache all the time.
I appreciate that.
All right, well, after the break, we're going to take a look back in time at some of the history behind 50 years of the Summer Arts Festival, some important information you need to know before you go this year. So, what do you think about this being the final year for the Summer Arts Festival? Have any good memories you want to share with us? Email them to us. It's news@ketv.com. We love hearing from you. We read all the emails, and we'll be right back.